I'm Darren, and this is 3 things you need to know for Thursday, September 28th. The Senate has voted to start debate on a bill that would secure short-term funding for the government and avert a looming federal shutdown. The Senate's bill would keep the government funded until November 17th and include billions of dollars in aid for Ukraine and domestic disaster relief. There will be heavy opposition in the House no matter the outcome. Orders for long-lasting U.S. manufactured goods rose in August. Increases in machinery offset a dive in civilian aircraft, while business spending on equipment ticked up after a down third quarter. Higher prices from rising inflation may be pumping these results. Meanwhile, the Fed's monetary tightening may be slowing demand and making credit more expensive. The highest mortgage rates in over 20 years drove another decline in mortgage applications last week. The Market Composite Index, which is a measure of mortgage loan application volume, decreased 1.3% on a seasonally adjusted basis from 1 week earlier and fell by 2% on an unadjusted basis. The Refinance Index decreased 1% from the previous week and was 21% lower than the same week in 2022. Trade while you sleep and across time zones with Arbitrage Trade Assist. Sign up today at arbitragetrade.com. Arbitrage Trade is your trusted source for business, finance, and tech info.
Papa, why can't we telegraph while riding a horse?
Son, there ain't no one to blame but Jeffro. He was riding old Betsy the Stallion, tip-tapping away at his telegraph, when blam! Ran right into the side of the saloon.
Well, if Jeffro can't do it, neither should you. Don't text and drive.
Visit StopTextStopWrecks.org. A message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
Wait a minute. America's obesity epidemic is not just due to lack of movement. Among other things, it is due to lack of access to healthy foods, lack of exercise, lack of sleep and recovery time, and unhealthy relationships with food. As of this year, more than 40% of Americans fit the medical definition of obesity, which means that they have a body mass index of 30 or above. Yes, it is possible for someone to have a BMI over 30 and not be obese, but we hope that the obesity values in medical studies are based on the presence of a diagnosis for obesity in the 10th revision of the International Statistical Classification of Diseases and Related Health Problems, or easier said, ICD-10, and not raw height and weight data alone. While obesity is not often the only thing that leads to other health problems that could result in death, it is a major comorbidity that to some extent can be controlled. Fighting the obesity epidemic may not be as simple as it seems, as the solution varies from patient to patient. Tune into our weekly podcast to hear more about this story.
No matter who we are or where we come from, we all experience difficulties in life.
Military veterans know that sometimes it takes strength and determination to make it through.
Whether it's physical challenges or struggles on the inside, it takes strength to ask for help when you need it.
Learn how veterans like us have reached out for help and hear stories of strength and recovery at MakeTheConnection.net.
It's time for the picks of the day. That's right, it's 3 for Thursday, where I give you 3 picks for the price of 1. Arbitrage algorithms have signaled future uptrends for these 3. Western Union, ticker WU, specializes in money transfers and payment services. Wednesday closed $13.08, 52-week high of $14.84, and a low of $9.48. Second is Tabula Rasa Healthcare, ticker TRHC, provides a wide range of services and solutions for hospital systems, payers, PACE programs, and clinicians. Wednesday's close was $10.30, 52-week high of $10.37, and a low of $3.15. The last one is Adverum Biotechnologies, ticker ADVM. It is a clinical stage gene therapy company that engages in the development of gene therapies for ocular and rare diseases. Wednesday's close was $1.67, 52-week high of $2.34, and a low of 53 cents. Arbitrage Trade Analytics LLC is a privately held research company. Arbitrage Trade Analytics LLC is solely responsible for the preparation and distribution of the contents of this podcast. The opinions offered in this podcast are for informational purposes only and are not intended to function as investment advice. Seek a duly licensed professional for investment advice. For more information about the informational research and services offered by Arbitrage Trade Analytics LLC, please visit arbitragetrade.com.